All right, we're back with another edition of the Scotty No Show. What the hell is happening behind you?
I got a present. I think you'll like it. It is. I didn't get a sponsor this week because it's the return of the Muirhead Minute.
Oh shit. Oh yes. Okay.
All right, and behind one of these shirts is a Muirhead, just waiting to blow your mind. So get ready.
All right.
Come on out, Mr. Muirhead.
Oh fuck.
All right, I'll turn it over to him.
All right.
What's going on, Scotty?
What's up, Bryson?
Not too much.
How's my Bobby Heenan doing?
Doing all right.
All right.
All right. So your Mr. Muirhead minute with me is gonna be about some music. So when you think of iconic songs, like from movies, what is the most iconic song you can think of?
Footloose.
Footloose? That's an okay answer. But you know what I think is more iconic? Smash Mouth's All Star. But you know what? Smash Mouth had more than just that great song. And that great song was in more than just Shrek. Mm-hmm. That great song was also in Mystery Men, which not most people is not a fact that most people know. But they also had 3 crazy good albums that came out in 96, 98, and I think 01.
Mm-hmm.
All fantastic albums that I think is why Smash Mouth is the greatest band of all time and the most underrated.
Interesting.
If you ever listen to their Untitled album, just banger after banger, dude. It's got songs for every mood. If you're happy, it's got songs for it. If you're kind of bummed out about a girl, it's got songs for it. If you're playing Spyro, it's got a song for it. It's got everything you could possibly need in the whole wide world. And that is why Smash Mouth is the greatest band of all time.
Nice. I like it. Oh, there it is again. There's that squirrel noise.
Yep.
All right. You want to hand it back over to your brother?
Yep, will do.
All right. And that was the Muirhead Minute, which we haven't had in a long time.
It's been a minute. It's been a Muirhead Minute.
Speaking of Muirheads, do we dare say our congratulations to a certain Muirhead?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fair. It's Facebook official now, so.
Yep. So, congrats, Sarah, on getting engaged. You probably knew about that before I did.
I found out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
She Snapchat called us the day of, and I don't really have good enough reception to do that where I'm at in the hills. So,
yep. Did you grab any of Dee's nuts?
No, I didn't. I got something a little bit cooler.
Oh. So, I had a weird dream, and it goes into the musician I told you has become one of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
So in this dream, there's this girl that I like, right?
Is it the musician?
No.
Oh. Okay.
And I believe she teaches somewhere like south, like in like Nebraska somewhere.
I guess she's real.
Oh yeah, she's real.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't listen, so don't worry. But I had a dream that on my way to Chicago for some reason, I drove down to where she was and had her kids sing the song "The Distance"
Like cake?
by no by Wolfgang Van Halen. It's a song that Wolfgang wrote about his dad Eddie after he died. and and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, this is great." Then all of a sudden I appear and it's like, "Aw." And that just reinforces my hopeless romantic ideals, I guess.
So was that the artist you're getting into?
Yes,
Wolfgang
Van
Halen?
Halen. Yes,
Nice, dude.
yes. Wolfgang Van Halen, of course, is the son of Eddie Van Halen and Valerie Bertinelli, who starred in Hot in Cleveland with somebody, Betty White. Yeah.
Did I sorry if you were doing a thing there.
No. Yeah. She starred with Betty White in that. Not gonna lie, Sleepy Boy Scotty is in effect, so this might be a quick one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already touched on my Subway debacle. I got the vaccine thing, the booster shot. Went to Subway, asked for a roast beef sandwich. They gave me a steak sandwich instead.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer because I think the steak is quite a bit more expensive than the roast beef.
Actually, the roast beef is more expensive because I think it's limited time only now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they used to not have it.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've ever got a roast beef from there.
Yeah. This is gonna sound like a silly question because I was listening to a podcast and they asked a guy this: "You wrestled. Did you actually enjoy it?"
At times, for sure, but there are also times that it's not very fun.
Yeah. Like if you were asked, "Hey, do you want to do this like over again?" You'd probably say most likely not.
I wouldn't say that. Like 100%. I might reconsider college wrestling, but it teaches you a lot of lessons that you can pick up in sports, but not to the extent that you get in wrestling because it's an individual sport and there's just not so many of those. High school, certainly. College, maybe not.
You haven't seen the Spider-Man movie, have you?
Nope.
Do you have any idea what happens?
Nope.
All right, then I'm not gonna ask this next question.
Okay.
So, damn it. I was gonna hypothesize on what that would be like, but anyways, Antonio Brown. Yeah, he took off his jersey and quit in the middle of a game on Sunday. At least that's what people are telling you, supposedly, according to Antonio Brown's agent, because there's no way in hell Antonio Brown wrote that. It's too damn long. In a statement, very, very lengthy statement, said that he didn't quit. He was cut in the middle of the game.
I don't know that that's accurate.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they cut him after the game.
Yeah. But he's saying he was cut in the middle of the game for refusing to play while injured.
It seems like horse shit.
Yeah. Jalen Ramsey punched one of his teammates in the Rams game, and Odell Beckham Jr., while trying to punch the ball out after Matthew Stafford threw an interception, may have accidentally punched a corner in the balls.
I didn't even see that clip.
Did you see that clip?
I haven't yet.
Oh yeah. He looks like he's going for the ball, but like from the angle that it was shot, it looked like he was just trying to grab for the gooch. So
That's how everyone should tackle.
Yes.
I would watch a lot more football if that was the case.
Right now for my Vikings, seems like there's a division. There's two different categories of fans. It's been like this for a long time. There's Vikings fans, and then there's Kirk Cousins fans. And supposedly Kirk Cousins says he wants to remain a Viking for the rest of his career. And Vikings fans are like, yeah, no, we'd rather you not.
What do you think? I kind of know a little bit about what you think on this matter, but what's your official Scotty Knows opinion on that?
$84 million is a lot of money to pay for somebody that gets you no championships.
Or even close.
Yeah, we won one?
I think it was one.
Yeah,
one
playoff game. And it was against the Saints. And then we got our asses kicked by the 49ers the next week. Yeah. He won't help us. I don't think. He won't help us get over that hump.
Who would you like to see?
Honestly, I feel like he's like almost a diet version of Kirk, but he's also a little bit more exciting version. I want Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. Okay, I could see that being a good fit.
Yep.
I think Urban Meyer should be their quarterback.
Yeah, no. Speaking of the Jags.
Yeah.
Are you aware that they could help a couple of teams make the playoffs?
I wasn't aware. I didn't know how. I just figured they would lose. So
here's the situation. They have to beat the Colts. The Jaguars do.
Okay.
By the way, I don't think they've beaten the Colts in like 6 years.
It's
6,
been
maybe 7 years.
Not that long. I think it's about 4.
Yeah, but
made the playoffs last.
Yeah, but did they beat the Colts that year?
I don't know. I feel like they were good enough to, maybe.
Okay. But anyways, if they win, the Raiders and Chargers Sunday night game could be essentially meaningless. I doubt this would ever happen. But if it ends in a tie for Raiders and the Chargers on Sunday night, both teams get in the playoffs.
Whoa.
And the Colts, I believe, are out. So so basically, the Raiders and Chargers, if the Jaguars were to beat the Colts, the Raiders and Chargers could just essentially kneel down the entire game. And be like, hey, you want to make the playoffs too? Of course, they're rivals, so I highly doubt that'll happen. So
what if the Jaguars beat the Colts? So that's the only way the Colts don't get in is if they tie.
Is if the Raiders and Chargers tie, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think the Colts are probably in then.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is having a little bit of a rivalry with the sports writer, it sounds like. The sports writer said he was a guy from Chicago, so of course he said this. Aaron Rodgers is not a good guy. He's a bad guy, and that's not somebody I can vote for in MVP for MVP. And honestly, I get it. He is not a great guy. I said it myself. Does Aaron Rodgers deserve MVP? Probably. Is he going to win Walter Payton Man of the Year? Absolutely fucking not. He's
Sure.
he's a terrible person. But it reminds me, there is a guy who is probably 100% undoubtedly a Hall of Famer in baseball, but because he was an asshole to reporters, he's probably never going to get in. And also because he took steroids. You know who that is?
Ryan Braun.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
I think it's more the steroids that's going to keep him out. And it wasn't like
Yeah, but he
awful
had a
steroids.
he had a very adversarial relationship with the media, and that's kind of keeping him out a little bit. Same with Kurt Schilling. Well, Kurt Schilling's politics are keeping him out.
Yeah, that's part of it as well.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the situation with Aaron Rodgers. What's your thoughts?
I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but in that case, MVP, what is an MVP in your mind? Not just most valuable player. To me, it's a person that gets wins and gets results. And he's done it through interesting methods and kind of strange motives, but damn, he's gotten results, dude.
Mm-hmm. My thing is, if this guy was taken off of the team, could his replacement get them the same wins? It's like a wins above replacement kind of thing.
Sure, that makes sense.
If Aaron Rodgers were off the Packers, they would be the Detroit Lions.
Think so? They go down that quick.
Well, they'd probably be more of a Pittsburgh Steeler type, but
sure,
just slightly worse.
Yeah, I could see that. Detroit Lions is a little harsh, I think.
I know. Some lots of happenings in the pro wrestling world this week. Lots of people are getting released from WWE again, including Road Dogg. What the fuck?
Oh, you didn't know?
But basically a bunch of people that are Triple H's friends, they're getting fired. So
yeah.
Who's to say if Triple H is going to be around the wrestling business that much longer? At least WWE. I should
probably
say.
Not.
By the way, shout out to our guy Scotty Too Hottie for making a comeback.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
But on NXT this week, Braun Breaker won the NXT title. You remember his dad? Do you not?
I'm sure I do, but I can't think of it.
The dog-faced gremlin.
I didn't remember him.
Rick Steiner.
Oh, Rick's dog-faced gremlin. Yeah, Rick Steiner. Yeah, Steiner Burrows.
Yep. So Rick Steiner's kid won the NXT title, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill won the TBS title tonight on AEW Dynamite. She's the first champion. And then the Jurassic Express won the tag team titles, but the story coming out of that match is Ray Phoenix fucked up his arm. Like bad. Like snapped it in half, like at the elbow.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Getting choke slammed through a table. It was bad. So
how much screaming was involved in that?
Probably a good amount. I mean, the microphones didn't catch any of it, but
I mean, did it look like he was screaming?
Oh yeah. He instantly he instantly motioned to the doctors, "Hey, come take a look at this. I broke my fucking arm."
Right.
And the crazy thing is his tag team partner, Penta El Zero, that's his brother, his like real life brother. So your brother just breaks his arm and you have to finish the match. Oh,
Did they have him finish?
yeah, they had to finish the match. Not Phoenix was out of it. He was kept out of it, but Penta took the pin, and it was quite the auspicious return to pro wrestling to TBS. First time since probably 2001 when WCW Thunder was on the air.
Yeah. The good years.
I don't think I've ever asked you this. So you're aware of Coach K at Duke.
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
I don't have much of an opinion on him. I'll fill out a bracket, but I don't love any NCAA basketball team, and I don't hate any NCAA basketball team. Coach K clearly knows how to get the wins. So I think he's a very successful, but I don't have an opinion on him really one way or the other.
Well, he was back on his bullshit last night. As we're taping this, they're playing against, I want to say it might have been, I think it was Georgia Tech. I'm pretty sure it was Georgia Tech. Might have been Virginia Tech. It was somebody. It was a conference game, and one of the opposing players was kind of chirping him a little bit, and he called a timeout, and then walked to midcourt and was like yelling at the kid. And then afterwards, he took the kid aside in the handshake line and was like, he has this habit of going into the opposing locker room and trying to teach kids that chirp him lessons.
Oh.
And so he did that on the court last night.
Nice. Why wait? I thought he was going to retire.
He is. This is his last year.
I thought last year was supposed to be his last year.
No. He wanted there to be fans, I think. Weirdly enough, his successor, John Shire, I did a PowerPoint presentation on when he was a player at Duke in sophomore year.
Of high school or college?
Of high school.
What class was that?
It was a computer, like learning how to do like PowerPoints and shit. It was that class.
Yep. Computer science.
Yep. Are you aware of what a trillion in basketball is?
A trillion?
Yes.
Nope. I couldn't even guess.
So a trillion, this feels like something you may actually, if you play basketball, this is something you would do. And I mean that in the most respectful of ways.
Okay.
So a trillion is when you get zeros in all statistical categories with the exception of minutes.
Okay.
So you contribute basically nothing to the game, but you played.
Probably pretty accurate.
Danny,
you have to have X amount of minutes.
Not really. The most legendary one is Tony Snell, played for the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
He had 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks in like 38 minutes. Tonight, Danny Green for the 76ers, he had a trillion against the Magic. He had 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks in 24 minutes.
I wonder who the most, like, I wouldn't call it successful because it's not, but I wonder who the best trillion producer is. Like, who has the most zeros and the most amount of minutes, like collectively.
Probably Udonis Haslam or somebody like that. Somebody that, because Udonis Haslam's been playing on the Heat since like the year 2000. He hasn't left. he just like comes in like 4 or 5 games a year and plays and then jets. But by the way, you don't get a foul. You don't do anything in this when you get a trillion.
I think I would pick up some
Yeah, you would
fouls.
you would definitely like probably tackle somebody.
Yeah, I just get frustrated.
But yeah. So that, I mean,
That's cool. Why is it called a trillion?
So it's the name comes from, I don't know exactly why it's called a trillion, but the name originated with Mark Titus, who was a walk-on at the University at Ohio State back when they were in like the Final Four in like 2007.
Okay.
He had a blog, and it was like 2007, 2006, and he coined the term trillion, and he called himself Club Trillion because that's all he would get. He'd get mop up duty, like, after they're blowing out like Northwestern by like 30. It's at the end of the game. He gets in and doesn't do a damn thing.
Nice.
Yeah. That guy is now working for Fox Sports. So, are you aware of what happened in a Washington middle school basketball game last night? Yeah, you've not seen this video? Okay. So this guy, I believe he's a senator or a representative. It's a big guy, 6'6", like 250.
Okay.
It's a middle school basketball game. I'm gonna remind you that.
Mm-hmm.
He was displeased with the calls that the referee was making. One of the referees was 72 years old. He came up from behind the 72-year-old referee and just decked him.
What?
Yeah, in the middle of this middle school basketball game. This is a guy that's an elected official.
Sounds like a Karen.
and he jumped into the middle of this middle school basketball game. What the hell?
Must have been on coke.
I mean, you probably have noticed it at some sporting events. Fan behavior at sporting events has gotten a little unruly, has it not?
I think so. I think it gets bad every year.
Yeah.
To certain extents, and then there are sometimes where it's not. But yeah, the parents that go just absolutely batshit when their kid is performing or isn't performing. A lot of people yell at the coach when their kid doesn't get put in the game.
Yep.
And then it's been so long since I've really been to a high school event that's not wrestling.
True.
Or football. Like high school football, I feel like there's not a lot of chirping from the fan section. I feel like it's more basketball game or not for, I mean, yeah.
Oh, wow. You would be surprised. You would be surprised.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's been a minute since I've been to those games as well.
Whenever we play Huron, it is vicious.
But it's a bigger school.
Yeah, true.
Small schools, I don't know that you get as much of that.
You get I heard a little bit of it when Stanley County and Lyman were playing in the playoffs.
Sure. And, then that doesn't surprise me a little bit, but
yeah. The Grammys are postponed. This is due to the surge in COVID. Although a small part of me thinks it's due to them trying to find people so that Bill Burr doesn't have to recite all the Lamb and Grammy nominees again.
That was awesome.
Remember that we should have. I mean, there's so many things from last week's podcast that we could have said, or things about 2021 that we loved, and I forgot
all about that.
I forgot all about that too. And then I just like randomly remembered it today, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So I don't know if this is necessarily a draft or what the hell this is. What are we doing?
Well, I mean, you figure it's what we didn't do was New Year's resolutions, but
Yes.
it could be mostly because I kind of think they're horse shit. I think you should just be better all the time, not use a particular day to like think about maybe becoming a better human being. But maybe top 5 things that we want to see in 2022.
So I put this down as New Year's wants, needs, and expectations. That's what I put it down as.
New Year's wants, needs, and expectations. Okay, I like that.
I actually have 6. I don't know. I thought I thought this was very informal. Honestly,
I'd agree.
You want? I only really have one expectation, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
And that is Disney fatigue finally sets in.
Oh, that's good, but I don't know. I don't.
And by Disney fatigue, I'm not talking just, people are tired of Disney and Pixar. I'm talking Marvel. I'm talking Star Wars.
I can see. I feel like Star Wars is the one that's gonna bring it back.
Yeah,
I mean, not the movies so much, but the shows. Like the Book of Boba Fett is out now.
Yeah.
They're the Obi-Wan Kenobi one is coming out. Those are going to be big enough to get people to stick around.
Yeah,
Marvel maybe not.
Yeah. You want to go with one?
Sure. Ian needs to find a place to live. That's what Ian needs.
Okay.
I guess if we're labeling those in all 3 categories, I want to buy a house.
Yep.
But I need to find a place to live. So that's kind of what my need is for 2022.
Okay.
We'll just take turns on this because
yeah. I feel like this is one that both of us could probably attest to. I just need to read more books.
Yeah.
Or just read more in general. I read a lot for my job, so that's why I don't.
Yeah.
So, I've seen people read like 100 some odd books in a year, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
I think I had about 6.
I had maybe 3, and one of them was Matthew McConaughey's autobiography.
Right.
And I went to the store today, and I saw that first of all, Joe Exotic has a book that he probably most definitely did not write. There's a Ready Player 2. I did not know that there was one.
I didn't either.
And lastly, so there is now a companion part to the Matthew McConaughey book. There's a journal with prompts that you can write yourself.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. So it's but with like little prompts from Matthew McConaughey himself being like, all right, what are you thinking today? Or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I want to run more.
Interesting.
I'm a pretty active guy anyway, but I've always had a hard time finding motivation to run. I shouldn't say always. Once I get into it for like a month, then I'll do it, but it's so hard to like do it consistently for a month.
I'm fairly certain Sarah is the exception to this. Were you in cross country?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 of the 4 Muirhead siblings.
And I wasn't good at it. Bryson was really the only one that was, but I did it to be in shape for wrestling, so I never had any aspirations. And Emily, I think if I remember right, joined late, and
Yeah.
Kind of did it to be on the team and to have fun. And Bryson really worked his ass off at it, so that was yeah. So, and again, I didn't enjoy it then. I just did it to stay in shape.
Did you guys do any like monkey rolls and all that bullshit in wrestling?
In wrestling?
Practice? Yeah.
Yeah. We don't do those we're not doing those anymore. We had
Okay.
I don't remember when Chad said that they stopped. It was after we graduated at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
So have I ever told you of what the Hill City drill was involving monkey rolls?
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure it was either monkey rolls or up downs. Can't remember. But the song Thunderstruck. Every time that damn song said thunder, you had to do like an up down or a monkey roll. That song says thunder 37 goddamn times.
Oh, that's not that bad.
I think
37 times in like 4 minutes.
3 minutes maybe.
Okay.
It felt like an eternity though.
Yeah, well, doing anything for 3.5 to 4 minutes takes that's tough.
So my next one, this is gonna make me sound like such a pussy. Finally, actually game online. So every time I play on NBA 2K, I'll play the my career mode. The way my career mode is it's set up to the point where it encourages you to game online, play 2-on-2 with some randos, go to the rec and play on a random 5-on-5 game with some random people.
Okay.
Kind of like a battle royale type thing, but with basketball.
Sure. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. They have things like that. And, obviously gaming on Madden online, doing all of that stuff. But I just don't do it. I'm kind of afraid
that you're going to get wrecked.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably are.
Either that or like, honestly, in my mind, like the last time I did that, because you have different season levels, and there's a lot of people that are like level 20 and level 30. It's the highest is like 40.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember I got in there, and this was 2Ks ago, and you had like rookie, all-star, things like that. And it's like, shit, we got a rookie on our team. God damn it. I'm like, well, thanks, man. Like, I mean, you don't have to pass me the ball, but
yeah,
shit.
Scotty's gonna get trillions.
Yeah. Your next one.
I want to shoot more in-person videos with you, buddy.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I think at some point we got to play a game of horse.
Oh shit. Well, one of the things, this week I played pickleball for the first time ever.
You said that.
If you don't know what that is, if the way I'm editing this one this week, in the interview, we kind of discussed it a little bit, with Aaron. It's basically badminton, but played with like a wiffle ball.
Yep.
And it's like at a very low net and stuff. Like you don't have to really move around a whole bunch. At least you're not supposed to. I kind of was told, hey, Scotty, you don't have to dive for the ball when you're trying to return it.
It's an old person game, or it was when I was learning it.
Okay.
It's the fastest rising sport in popularity. It's back to Frisbee golf now because of COVID, but
okay. But yeah, and I was talking to him, and he's like, we need to get you on a I think it's called, I don't know if it's a paddle board. It's one of those things where it's like a knee board or something like that. It's in the water. And we might be shooting a video if I do that.
So there's a kneeboard and a paddle board. Kneeboard is like when you're getting pulled behind something. Paddleboard is like when you're standing up and using a paddle to do yourself. Either of them would be probably pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't think there's like a paddle involved, because every time I've seen like the gymnastics team does a workout involving this type of board. And I'm like, oh boy, you want me to do that? Okay. Your next one.
I think that was my next.
Oh, that was your next one?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Because I said record more in-person videos.
Yes. I like that idea. My next one, listen to more modern music. Because
Boy, I suck at that too.
I still listen to things from 2005, and like that needs to either change or decrease to an extent.
Does it? I mean, kind of for your job to
Yeah.
pick up more shit, but if
Yeah.
like
It's what I enjoy, honestly, but
yeah, exactly. So I don't think it's a bad thing that you're not.
No, but like I want to kind of broaden my horizons a little bit.
Mhm.
Because like a lot of these people in like the rap game, I have no idea who the hell they are. I barely know who Jack Harlow is.
I don't.
Like Industry Baby and Tyler Harrow are the only songs of his that I know. And the fact that I just named 2 songs and you probably couldn't name any.
No, I didn't. I thought Lil Nas X did Industry Baby, but it was with Jack Harlow.
Yeah. But like, it's going to sound terrible. Can you name all 3 members of Migos?
I can't. Are you kidding me? I can name all 10.
I thought there was only 3.
There is only 3. I couldn't tell you anything about the Migos.
Okay. I think it's like, I think it's Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff.
Shit. There is Quavo. I should have known that one.
I think it's Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff. Not certain on that.
They suck.
They
have some bangers, but when they were at College Game Day, that was the worst performance I've ever seen.
Bad and Bougie. Cooking
that was
with the Uzi.
That was worse than the Black Eyed Peas at the Super Bowl.
You thought that was bad?
It was trash, dude.
Then again, I was under the influences of some stuff when I watched that, and I just laughed my asses off at the Daft Punk looking guys dancing in the background.
Oh yeah, we were watching that.
It's kind of like that to me was better than Left Shark. I mean,
no,
fucking Left Shark.
I want to see more Left Shark. That wasn't on my list. That's what I want to see.
Do you have any more?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to put it as a want or an expectation. I want to see more state placers for us this year for our wrestling team.
Agreed.
They've put in a lot of work. We're at the point now, I think we have 5 or 6 kids that are ranked.
Yep.
So we were close to getting a few in last year. So I think I want this year to be better. I expect it to be, but
I agree. To kind of piggyback off of that, I didn't have this on my list, but I kind of want girls wrestling to take off a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it will. You just got to give it time.
Yeah, exactly. So my next one, this is already kind of starting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. this isn't really an expectation. I think this might be an expectation. I don't know how you want to word this exactly, but I think I'm going to stop caring or being a fan of teams and players and just be a guy that watches sports.
That's what you want?
Yes.
Because that's okay.
I-
man, I
if-
feel like that's a tall order.
Because if I can just watch a game and like have like no real vested interest in the outcome, just watch two teams hopefully play a good competitive game, not like a blowout or anything like that.
Yeah,
You know, I just want to see good competitive sports.
sure. Yeah, I mean, are you talking at every level, like high school, or just is this like at the professional level or NCAA?
A little bit of both, professional and NCAA.
Yeah,
I just remember the Final Four, with the exception of one game last year, being absolutely terrible. Like, do you even remember who won the national championship last year?
was it Villanova?
It was Baylor.
Oh,
Yeah, and do you remember? And Baylor beat Gonzaga, and like almost nobody remembers
that was an ass kicking, wasn't it?
Yeah, they won by like 25 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say that, but I do want my my Duke Blue Devils to give Coach K one last championship before he leaves.
Sure. I mean, it'd certainly be poetic.
Yes.
Not too many people get to win their last game or event.
Yeah. You got your next one?
Yeah, I want to watch Top Gun.
Ah, yes, there we go.
Turning it back. That's the
I guess I should probably watch Indiana Jones too while I'm at it.
You don't need to. You can watch the first one and the second or the third. Yeah, the first and the third. You can probably skip Temple.
Temple is a historic movie. You know why, right?
It's something with a rating system, I believe.
It's the movie that inspired the PG-13 rating.
Yeah. Boom. Got it.
This is my last one. I feel like this is an expectation. I feel like this is a long time coming. I'm thinking of consolidating Scotty's Crunchy Critiques and the Scotty No Show and putting them under the same umbrella.
I think you should. I think it's a good idea.
Same YouTube channel, same kind of everything, same Facebook page. So I noticed when I was sending in an application, we're not going to talk about that on the show, by the way.
Okay.
I noticed I am in charge of way too many Facebook pages.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm in charge of 3.
Yeah.
So
I'm in charge of 3 as well.
What are you in charge of?
My page, the Beat Pilers, and Riot Punch.
Oh, that's right.
My band from high school and my band from college.
Nice. Nice.
So, yeah.
So that's my final one. So
nice. I only had the 5, but
okay. But yep, that's the plan. That way, I feel like it could maybe draw a few more eyes to both. In some ways,
because it's like if you're posting stuff from 3 different things, then it's like, okay, well,
one of them's for work, so
Sure.
One of them's the Capital Journal thing.
Oh, okay.
But like, I just want to have everything under one kind of umbrella. I do kind of want to somehow find a way to broaden my critiques a little bit, because I mean, I know they've been slacking and all that stuff. I know, but like, I want.
Who's telling you that? Are we gonna
Oh,
kick their ass?
every time I see somebody, they're like, I noticed you haven't posted a crunchy critique in a while. And I'm like, I posted one during Christmas Eve. What are you talking about? Like, you know, like, yeah, I don't post them every day like I used to, but I mean, that's like, you can't keep up that pace.
Yeah, that's 365 new things every year.
Yeah. Yeah. And then on
Like
top of that,
at some point, you're going to be eating Tide Pods,
yeah,
which will get you a lot of views, I bet.
I'm sure. But like cereal, I only have so much pantry space.
Well, and there's also only so many cereals.
True. A lot of holiday themed ones that I was tempted to try. But and on top of that, like, and it's not that I don't want to drink milk. It's that whenever I buy like a gallon of milk, I'll have the bowl of cereal, to review the cereal, and then I'll just completely fucking forget about the cereal. Like I'll like not eat the cereal, and then like I have just like this milk just sitting in my fridge, and it's like, this could be given to a cow. What the fuck am I doing?
Right.
Yeah,
I don't drink milk.
I know you don't. That is something. This is a goal of mine. At some point, I want to go back home, and I'm not talking Presho. I'm talking the other home,
Hill City.
The thing is I know like maybe 5 people there, and like I have like no place to stay when I'm there. So
well, there's another reason why I need to get a place to live.
Yeah.
It's not that far from Hill City from where I'm at.
And if the Pringle steakhouse is open, I will 100% want to go there.
Yeah, the Hit Trail?
Yeah, Hit Trail. Yeah.
The place is pretty awesome.
I fucking love the Hit Trail. Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
I am hoping that like a bunch of the sporting teams make state, so I have an excuse to go to Sioux Falls and or Rapid. So, I mean, I'm sure I might actually go to state wrestling for the first time since college.
It's different now.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like 2 different, because it's all like consolidated and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's a bad thing, but it was.
Feels like it was more fun back in the day.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too.
But then again, and maybe this was just me that noticed this. Did you ever notice like those random kids that would get in to the state tournament and only have like 7 wins on the year?
Yeah, half of Pierre's lineup was that way in the 2000s.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I remember watching a state championship as heavyweight. The Pierre heavyweight guy had a losing record and won.
Holy shit. Wow, I wonder when that was.
2000 sometime, early 2000s, I think.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah,
I hope he's doing well.
Yes. And hopefully nobody is offended by anything that we just said. But yeah. How's your guitar game back there?
This is all dad's shit.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like there's 2 6-string acoustics, a 12-string acoustic, and
4 electrics.
Okay.
I just have my PRS guitar at my place and my bass that's
okay.
At
that was one thing that I noticed in my little research in my growing admiration of Wolfgang Van Halen. For the Mammoth WVH album, he plays the guitar, he plays bass, he plays drums, and I think he plays the keyboards. He does basically everything.
It's
And-
cool. I'd kind
and
of like to
sings.
do something like that at some point, but that was my other need. I need to get a new freaking computer because mine's
Yeah.
a turd.
Yeah.
But I'd kind of like to get a desktop, but at that point, I kind of need a house.
Yeah.
I don't really want to move that, so.
And another this feels like just the Wolfgang fucking tribute podcast now. Another thing that I learned is he asked his dad to teach him bass because he felt like that would be easier, like the easiest way to learn guitar. And he found out that was very wrong.
I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah. So, and the thing is I always expected the bass to be the easiest.
It probably is, but there's different difficulties to that.
Yeah.
Like
And-
looking cool while playing bass.
Yeah. Do you have a song or anything that you want the listeners to check out?
I don't know if I want anybody to do anything, but I like you. You know what? I do want you to come to the Mid Dakota Monster this weekend, the Lyman Gardens, listeners. It's going to be a great tournament. We got potential state championship matches in both A and B teams. So I'd also.
I'll be there Friday.
I've been listening to a lot of this one guy called 2 Feet.
Okay.
It's slower music. It revolves a lot of like synthesized bass and kind of like neat electric guitar work. Are you looking it up?
No, I just I see something on behind the video screen here. You want to play a game to end this thing?
Yeah.
So
it better not be another orange juice quiz like
no,
a month ago.
I had a discussion with somebody, and apparently peanut butter is declared it's a liquid.
Really?
Yes. You can't take peanut butter on airplanes apparently.
Okay.
But I found this first grade solid liquid gas quiz game. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh my God, why is that loud? Oh my goodness. Okay, anyways, can you hear me still?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I have to click. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of steps here. Things can exist as a solid, blank, or gas. Your options are wind, rocks, liquid, and fire.
Rock. Just kidding. It's liquids.
And we're going to submit that. And there is a boomerang being thrown by a kangaroo. Yeah,
gas.
This is and the boomerang the boomerang kind of looks like a penis. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck kind of game we're done with this game.
I feel pretty good that I got 100% on this game.
Well, there was a possible 170 points and you got 6. So because I stopped after the first question. I feel like that's a perfect place to end it.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks for listening, everybody.